Alright, so we're going to be doing the grand finals. And they can go whenever we want. We're going to be watching LazyMinerva to start, because LazyMinerva is our current favorite. This is grand finals, so there is a reset here. What it means is that LazyMinerva is going to have an advantage. Because this is a double elimination tournament, the way that it works is that Waladil, being from loser's bracket, going into the grand finals, now has to win just to stay alive, not to win the whole tournament. Everybody has 2 lives. LazyMinerva is the only person to have kept all 2 of those lives. So Waladil has an uphill battle here. They don't have to win once. They have to win twice. And we're going to start jumping in right now. And get ready with this. Waladil is starting off here. And LazyMinerva has a good hand. I definitely like this. It is a best of 3, but done twice. Yes. Okay, LazyMinerva can't be super upset about seeing another power card, considering the double Silverwing commander, which is a card that you don't see in ranked. But in an expedition here, I mean, it's just a lot of damage in the air, and it snowballs out of control really fast when they manage to get it down, right?
Safe travels, friend.
And Waladil getting Amber Acolyte, just making sure they got all their power drops. A little bit of a slow start from both players here. Nothing super exciting happening yet. Although, Kemmo is one of those cards where Kemmo can be exciting very quickly if it hits a Blade Breaker early, right? Blade Breaker can happen basically right away, and that can always be a big problem. And now we're getting into the hits here. Sakalis just coming in and slamming. But Kemmo comes down again, sure. There was an option to vanquish the Sakalis here, but we're just going to see LazyMinerva try and race, I guess. I think that I like that play a little bit more. It's hard to say, though. If Waladil follows up here with something like a Sandstorm Titan, suddenly LazyMinerva is kind of in trouble. I mean, they can still attack back for 6, but... Ooh, or not. Just trading it off. A Sandstorm Titan here then would be particularly bad, because it does let Kemmo get in and it dies to Vanquish, but it means that Silverwing Commander's not coming down. Oh no, the Blade Breaker, it does happen! Lazy's gonna wait though. Lazy's showing some patience here and instead just going for Silverwing. Yeah, Waladil's gonna snap trade that. Oh, this is a bad news turn for Waladil in a moment. Little does Waladil know, what's about to be broken is their soul. Yeah, I mean, Sandstorm Titan's real good, but facing Vanquish and Blade Breaker, it's real bad, actually, and unknown. Oof. That is so unlucky. I honestly don't know if LazyMinerva vanquishes here. Okay, LazyMinerva is in fact vanquishing here. I was going to say, I kind of like just playing Kemmo and getting more pressure down. Defiance will stun it. Save Waladil a little bit of time. But Waladil needs to find a way to kill that. And Waladil doesn't really have those. So this is going to be a very tough position. Waladil might just be trying to race. They've got all these on-walkers, but oh no, a 5/5 for 2. Well, this is getting worse and worse for Waladil. Because now those 4/1s don't attack very well through this. And we're going to see it get unleashed next turn. Yeah, just taking 5. I imagine stand together happens. Yeah. So it does mean that one of these trades... And it does put Lazy at 5. This is going to be tight. Waladil made a really good aggressive play here. These Blade Breakers, though. I don't actually think that's the best thing for Lazy right now, but just so many Blade Breakers so early is... Well, it lives up to its name. Yeah, interesting decision there for Lazy. It's... I don't know if it's correct. The thing is, you can slam in and it's a 2-turn clock, which seems pretty important, but if Waladil has any removal, and like a removal and a stand together, you're basically just dead. I mean, not basically, you are just dead. So, that's a tough one. And now, I mean, once again, Lazy is actually just straight up... Oh, right. Yeah, I was gonna say, dead to a Defiance, essentially, on the backswing. But, alright. Waladil doesn't have it. Bladebreaker is more than good enough. Whew, double Bladebreaker, triple Kemmo. That is wild. Yeah, have to go for it. You 100% have to, because otherwise it's just lethal, essentially. You're facing down way too many things that can just kill you. And now Waladil is facing elimination. And they have to win not one game, but they have to win this 2 games in a row, and then a second match. This isn't something that's easy for Waladil. This is a major uphill battle. And we will have to see what happens. And Waladil just decides to keep this, which I like. Kind of Sicalis just showing off its power here, in that it's super flexible, right? Being able to play it down just as that power right off the start. That Justice Sigil is a good top deck as well. I would expect, yeah, Awakened Student's probably going to come down here. LazyMinerva has some good answers to Awakened Student. They have Defiance, which is one of the most back-breaking cards in Eternal right now. And I don't think that we necessarily saw enough Defiance in this tournament. Waladil deciding to be aggressive, realizing that last game, probably, like, the way that they managed to race against Lazy, maybe an indication for this one. I'm not sure that I love that, because it does let LazyMinerva start to snowball these war cries. Oh, wow. That Kemmo, though. These Kemmos are, like, heartbreaking. And we see Sicalis. I've got to imagine... Oh, wow. Waladil has no chill. I was going to say, I imagine that Waladil now hangs back with the 4-4. But, no, not at all. Waladil is not stopping for anything. Lifesteal on the Relentless is going to be real bad news for Waladil in a second here. And we've got a Praxis Arcanum, which is a possibility. It allows a Temple Scribe to come out still. But it doesn't do a lot for the board. I could see... I kind of like the idea of Praxis Arcanum, give a refresh to the Sicalis, and then play Temple Scribe and attack in. At this point, Waladil is so invested in just slamming, I think they need to just keep going. Like, now's not the time to quit. Just keep going for it. Yeah, that I don't like. Ooh, that I don't like at all. I think that the Awakened Student was large enough already. It's written right here. And they could have had... It would have also been something you could have left back both of them on defense this way. Because if you have a 5-6 and a 5-5, nothing on Lazy's side can actually get in. And it's kind of immune from the stun a little bit. So I don't love this play. Let's see what Lazy does. Lazy is in still a little bit of trouble. And I mean, I'm like, I'm tempted to just let that die. Ooh, Waladil got their Defiance. Really just a defining card of the format and just in general. Thanks for that follow, by the way, Bald Bunny Buddy. I can't talk too much about follows and stuff while we're doing commentary, but I do appreciate it.
It's written right here.
And I got Deadly. Oof. Waladil's top decks have not been the best. I'm also not sure that I like that.
Safe travels, friend.
That Deadly unit is nice on the defense. I mean, yeah, it deals a little bit of damage, but I guess that maybe the thought process here, and actually, you know what? I've changed my mind. I think that if the thought process here is that you want an attack so that you can get Defiance going, that's probably a good thing to do. Here we go. All right, now we're cooking. Stand together is a real thing. It's kind of unfortunate that Lazy gets information there, by the way, because Accelerate just goes straight into the void, and Lazy's going to know that. Like, now Lazy knows that there's nothing else to worry about in Waladil's hand as far as, like, units hitting play. Oh, Lazy scoops. Alright, then. Yeah, just not being able to deal with the Aegis at that point. I can understand it. It makes a lot of sense. Lazy just got really stuck on power, and Waladil manages to get a little bit of extra life here. So we're going to follow LazyMinerva again. If LazyMinerva wins this, then LazyMinerva wins the entire tournament. This is indeed the grand finals. But if Waladil wins, Waladil gets the reset, which means that we are on to an elimination match where either person can lose. So Waladil really clinging to life here and possibly getting the reset could be absolutely massive. And a lot of Eternal, and I mean just games like this in general, there's a lot to be said about momentum swings. Ooh, this is another rough hand for Lazy. I kind of like that last hand. This one, I mean, this one is prone to just not drawing a power and losing, right? Oh, that's a good top deck. You have to play that. Yeah, that was really solid. At first I was like, oh no, that's exactly the card they don't want to see. I forgot that it actually had the ability to turn into a Sigil. And yeah, that was actually fantastic. That pledge really coming in clutch for Lazy. Because this hand looked scary. I mean, imagine if it was unit into unit here, like it has been. Neither of them had pledge. I mean, it could have been in some trouble.
Only the best for you.
But yeah, for games like this with Eternal, there's a lot to be said for the, like, head game too, right? Somebody gaining a little bit of momentum can really follow through into other games. So if Waladil wins 2 games in a row here, it could really affect LazyMinerva's just, like, headspace and the way that they play. That being said, this game is looking great for Lazy. We don't know what's in Waladil's hand, but 2 lifesteal units and a withstand is real nasty. Although, just deciding to throw them both away. Good top deck, though. I like the Vanquish here. But Lazy doesn't. Lazy's just going to land a Kemmo and start building a board. I can understand that. I like the Vanquish as the safe play. This is the riskier play, but it has a bigger payoff, right? If Lazy manages to top deck a power card, then it pays off in spades. They get a 7/7, and there's not a lot that Waladil can do about it.
It's written right here.
Ooh, I mean, that's the power card, so it's not the worst. But it's not exactly the way that Lazy wanted to get it. Lazy's attack, yeah, I do not like that attack. That attack would be really loose. Because immediately Waladil will double block that. There's no way that that doesn't happen. I think that the play here has definitely got to just be Vanquish and then go. As much as Lazy wants to keep attacking here, I don't think it's in their best interest right now. They'll get that opportunity next turn, and they'll probably get the blowout too. I don't see Waladil not blocking. The only thing that LazyMinerva has to really worry about is Defiance. If Defiance is in Waladil's hand, it's going to be terrifying. Like, there's a big question. If Waladil leaves up power here, they've left up 3, which is signaling stand together, especially with that attack. Do you walk into Defiance here, though? Do you assume that it's only stand together, and do you attack the Kemmo and, like, go for the withstand? It might be smarter to simply go for Finest Hour and not commit as much onto the board. Waladil doesn't even block. Wow. Waldo was just like the hard read here. Picking up on some of the pauses that LazyMinerva has in the play and figuring that there's a combat trick and they don't just want to walk into. Really, really good. Withstand does not refresh the unit. So this is not available on the defense now. Interesting play by Waladil. I really like it. I also feel like Waladil didn't spend that 3 power. This attack with the Amber Acolyte probably was a bluff. If that's a bluff, by the way, I am so happy about that. Like, I'm super impressed. I love it. I gotta think that you see a Finest Hour here from Lazy. It's just too sweet. It's a lot of life, and it just makes this attack look really, really weak. It's only 3 damage this way. Yeah, nothing from Waladil. This Reyna the Unwavering, not able to come down, though. And there was a pause, but Waladil doesn't have anything. So Waladil has the stand together, then. And now, wow, still attacking. So there's gotta be a removal spell now for the 6/6, or something that can block it. This is very strange to me. Because that Sakalis couldn't attack in otherwise. Okay, Desert Marshal helps a little bit. That makes a little more sense. And then I imagine we see a double block here, which is going to lead into Back for More, a card that you don't see a whole lot. Oh no, there's no blocks at all. Waladil just takes it. And now's the stand together. So Waladil's just going for the big swings here. Is that enough? Is that enough? Hold up, did Waladil just, like, decide to take it because they have the damage? Oh my god! Big oofs! Wow, what a play from Waladil! That's just backbreaking. It looks so good for Lazy, and then Waladil's just like, no, 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 no! Keep coming! I got this! Like, no fear, takes all the damage, doesn't care about finest hours or withstands or anything, just straight up takes it. No worries about Defiance, you just gotta go for it. That is super sick. Stand Together is a blowout card. Oh, wow, what a game. That was so sick. I'm ready for match 2, but I need a moment. Like, that was a game. That was a very, very well played game. Good play from both players. Such a tight match. You can see why they're both in the finals. Like, that was some very tight play. Oh, very, very good. Absolutely. Wow, I can't believe that. That was so good. And we're going to watch, this time, we're going to watch it from Waladil's perspective. You don't need to worry about Defiances when you got double Stand Together. No, Stand Together just showing its power here. I just didn't expect the turnaround to be that much damage. And I mean, nor did Lazy. Like, it's just not one of those things that you think about. You're sitting there, you've got 3 times your opponent's life total. You just don't imagine that they can do that. And this is the reset. This is match 2. So we're on even footing. Waladil needs 2 more wins, and Waladil will have a comeback win for the games. Oh, wow. What a finale. Oh. Alright, and this is the real shit now. I'm so happy about this. Alright, go right ahead. Waladil opting to mulligan that first one. They have the Diplomatic Seal, so they still get Justice. And Friendly Wisp into Amber Acolyte and Sakalis is a really nice start. Friendly Wisp gives a lot of card advantage. And actually a power card here I think is pretty good for Waladil. Because if they draw, like, here's the thing about Waladil's hand right now. There's not a lot of bad draws, right? Power cards mean that Amber Monument will turn into a Reinarch. Anything else, Waladil can probably play. They've got a lot of power. So they're kind of in a position where, like, everything's good and they can just curve out.
Safe travels, friend.
And this is what I mean about momentum. Like, it just, there's something about wins that just feels like it stacks up. Like that your luck just kind of keeps going together and rolling forward. That's a pretty solid hit from Lazy, though. Stopping that draw 2 just in time. Because Friendly Wisp is an innocuous-looking creature. Like, it doesn't look like it does a lot. But that extra draw 2 is huge in time things. That's just variance. Well, no, I'm just saying that, like, it can feel like that, though. It gets in your head, right? You get a feeling of being steamrolled, and that can happen. Like, that can affect your gameplay. That affects how you look at the board. It affects how you react to your opponent. It's not, the game is all about variance and about playing well, but part of playing well is being in the right headspace. And if you just lose a couple games in a row and your opponent starts running out the gates, you can get into some dicey plays because you feel like you're behind. And I'm not saying that that will necessarily affect LazyMinerva, but it certainly can. Like, it can have that psychological effect on somebody really easily. And we've got a turn here from Waladil, quite a decision. They've got the Mystic Ascendant, they also have Pearl Abbey and Dawnwalker. Ooh, we're gonna have a Finest Hour trade. Or not! Lazy was thinking about something extra there. So Lazy's still got extra spice in hand. Maybe holding up an Annihilate or something in case of a stand together. And what would happen in the market here? Waladil just opts not to play it. I was thinking that it wouldn't be bad to grab something like Reality Warden or maybe Great Parliament. Oh, wow, these... I gotta say, the Auric Runehammer is still a very good card. It's able to pick up Mystic Ascendant, so we're not gonna see that. It's just gonna be a Sandstorm Titan.
You cannot put out the light.
Thing is, Auric Runehammer is a lot less effective against something like a Dawnwalker. And now that Friendly Wisp again, but nothing to pair with it this time. I could very easily see a Friendly Wisp into Pearl Abbey and then trading the Mystic Ascendant for Reality Warden just to draw the cards. I don't think that's a bad play. And there's 2 Runehammers gone from Lazy. And there we go! Look at that! Waladil going for it. It feels good as a commentator when you feel correct, let me tell ya. I don't know if that's the correct play. It's a rough shit decision to make because, man, Mystic Ascendant is really good, but Waladil without power in hand, like, Mystic Ascendant is just a 4/4. Oh my, these unstoppable Runehammers! This has to just be backbreaking for Waladil, actually. Talking about mental states, that's gotta hurt, because you've been twice you've been sitting there just inches from getting your Friendly Wisp value, and LazyMinerva just keeps dumping on it. And that's a big deal. Oh, that's a great draw, though. That is a really good draw. And we've got to remember that LazyMinerva doesn't have the regular snowball their deck is known for, right? LazyMinerva's deck has been snowballing with a lot of early Warcry. LazyMinerva's had a lot of Auric Runehammers, but not anything else. There's no Warcry on top of LazyMinerva's deck, so with this kind of a lead on board, I don't know that LazyMinerva has outs. Is there a Defiance, maybe? No, nothing. Oof. I would have liked to see an all-out attack there from Waladil myself. But I don't know that it's going to matter. Yeah, and it's not. Auric Runehammer still wild all these years later, as Ty Tuesday says, but not enough to win the game, though. They just needed the snowball. LazyMinerva's deck is really built around getting that early Warcry snowball. And, well, the Runehammers are good removal. It just didn't allow for those, like, massive Blade Breaker turns that we were seeing before, right? Where we were seeing the Kemmo hit Blade Breaker and then just keep jamming 8 onto bigger and bigger units and just slowly grinding Waladil out here. So we went from Waladil being on the ropes, needing to win 2 games in a row just to get a reset, to now the entire reversal. The whole thing has been twisted. We now have LazyMinerva up against the ropes, facing elimination. If they lose this game, then Waladil's our grand champion. They need 2 wins in a row here. We have the bug, so we're just going to stop spectating for just a moment and then jump back in. We'll watch Lazy again. And this is the end, everybody. This is the last possible game, maybe. Like, this could be the end of LazyMinerva's tournament life. Good top deck. LazyMinerva needed that Seek. That'll help out a little bit. Little awkward here not being able to get Seek power right away, but Lazy just deciding to get rid of a power that's going to be tapped, which is going to be very good. Good payoff for Lazy on doing that, because otherwise they'd have been punished on Crownwatch Paladin here not being able to play it. Oh! But Lazy just decides to miss it anyways and go for the Seek power. I'm interested to see why. Is Lazy just going to go for like a big market card? Maybe Regent's Tomb just to try and get that early and try and get rid of any stand-togethers? I like that play if that's what's happening. Trading back for more to get Harsh Rule. Okay. So Lazy is opting for a totally different strategy. So Waladil has been just like slamming in here aggressively turn after turn. And Lazy now is going to try and turn those tables and just pull a wombo on... Oh, wow, I love this. Not even going for the Vanquish on Sandstorm Titan. I kind of wanted to see the Vanquish happen because of the fact that, like, you can pretend like you have something here. Or honestly, even the trade. Because if I'm Waladil now, I'm thinking something's up. I'm worried about it. If I'm Waladil and I have Stand Together, I'm holding it up. And yep, look at this. Waladil sitting back, holding up 3 power. Now what do you do, Lazy? What do you do? I like this. I like this. That might make Waladil go for the Stand Together. No, Waladil's not biting. Oh, this is a great game of chicken. Like, what do you do as Lazy? Yeah, now the Stand Together comes down and Harsh Rule's just blanked. It doesn't matter. Waladil doesn't care about Sandstorm Titan stopping the Flyers. They've got a 6-7. Your 3-3 doesn't matter. Get it out of here. That shit doesn't matter. Oh, this is sick. This is incredible play by both players. Like, this game of chicken is fantastic. This is some card game footsies, and I love it. This is amazing. It's just who blinks first. And, I mean... Unfortunately, it's in Waladil's favor. Stand Together is just too good. We're going to see... I mean, the Sandstorm Titan can get caught here because we're going to see Valkyrie and force her into Vanquish. So it's not over for Lazy. But, oh, like, what a great play from Waladil. And it will end up getting the Praxis Arcanum. The big question is, Waladil knew that. Waladil knew they were throwing away the Praxis Arcanum. So what did they accelerate? They played Accelerate, right? So we've got something that's coming in with Charge. What big nasty unit does Waladil think is enough to swing this game? Nothing? Hold up. Okay, this is surprising. Waladil just attacks only with the 3-2 and then passes.
Defend the throne.
And yeah, I mean... LazyMinerva, despite being way down on life, is just going for the face. Just all in. I think that you need to trade for the 3-2 here. Yeah, I don't like that trade. I don't like it. I think that you need to trade for the Aegis so that the Harsh Rule is maybe effective. This is a tough one. Waladil just plays a regular old Mystic Ascendant. And LazyMinerva has a tough decision here. Like, do you hold back? Do you try and Harsh Rule things out of the way? Yeah, this is really tough. Waladil's just had endless stand-togethers in these matchups, and it's made an amazing difference. I wonder how the game would have shaped out if we'd have gone for that Regent's Tomb and just tried to get it. Oh, there's the charge! Reyna, he held it back for a turn. Waladil waiting to see when LazyMinerva was open, and then just slams the Reinarch while LazyMinerva only has 2 power up. And that's gotta be lethal. We have a grand finals winner! Oh my god! So Waladil losing the first game of the reset bracket when they were coming in from losers. So they needed to win 2 games in a row just to stay alive. And not only did they win 2 games in a row, they won 4 in a row and just swept the finals. Unbelievable turnaround. And especially the double stand together reset is something that will live with me for a while. That was an unreal turnaround of events. That was absolutely disgusting. Yeah, Lazy. Well played on your part. There was a lot of, like, really tight play from both players. Stand Together is just too good. It's too good. It's so rough for your deck, and you just didn't have the removal for it. It was, like, I liked the idea of mixing it up with the Harsh Rule, but again, just an early stand together from Waladil is way too much. That was a hell of a finals. Thank you all so much for being here for it. I can't tell you how much I appreciate all of the subs and patrons and just viewers that joined in this. It was really, really wild. I wanted to do it with as many people as possible, not just subs and patrons. And I'm really glad for the people that did join in on this, because oh my god, that finals in particular was unreal hype. Like, that was so good. We have just absolutely outshone what I think that I would expect from, like, the $1,000 tournament that's going to happen for Expedition through Direwolf in the next week. Like, that was super disgusting. That whole grand finals was so tightly played by both players. I kept on thinking that someone would walk into something, and everybody just kept playing around all of the right things. But Waladil's stand-togethers are just too strong. That was so gross.